It is Tuesdays with Teresa. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope life is treating you okay. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about 6 different ways that we used to supplement our diets with. But thanks in large part to significant advancements in science and technology, people today have a much better grasp in general on nutrition and the importance of each nutrient in particular as they pertain to our overall health. And we also have access to exactly what our body needs through dietary supplements, which often contain sufficient amount of nutrients we would otherwise have had a hard time getting through our diets. Now, even without scientific knowledge about nutrition, however, our ancestors were somehow aware of the value of getting adequate nutrients from different food sources. And here are some of the ways that they made use of ingredients available to them in order to effectively prevent a health condition or manage a specific symptom. And number 1 is lemons and limes to prevent scurvy. And the term limey is thought to have originated in the 1850s from lime juicer, which was originally used as a derogatory name for sailors in the British Royal Navy. And since the beginning of the 19th century, it had been the practice of the Royal Navy to add lemon juice to the sailors' daily ration of grog, which is watered down rum. And the vitamin C, specifically L-ascorbic acid in citrus fruits, prevented scurvy. And at that time, lemon and lime were used interchangeably to refer to citrus fruits. And number 2, the old an apple a day keeps the doctor away, because apples have long been associated with a healthful diet. Now, this fruit is low in calories and sodium and high in fiber and vitamin C. And the adage we're familiar with is actually a variant of eat an apple on going to bed and you'll keep the doctor from earning his bread, which was recorded as a Pembrokeshire saying in 1866. Now, they noticed that women who ate an apple a day were less likely to get what they called wasting disease, which we know today is cancer. Now, during the Middle Ages, mothers would also tell their pale, listless daughters to stick a handful of nails into an apple. Then a few hours later to withdraw the nails and eat the fruit. Now we know that the iron from the nails would leach into the apples, providing a source of supplemental iron. But back then, all they knew was that it returned the rose of their daughters' cheeks and put the sparkle back in their eyes. Number 3 is getting vitamin D from sun exposure. In Germany, way back in the 14th and 15th century, the concept of every child needs January sun came up because kids who were born around January were less likely to get rickets because of the vitamin D from the sun. That's also the reason why most marriages took place in the late spring. Now, rickets, it's a skeletal disorder that's caused by a lack of vitamin D, calcium, or phosphate. And it's most common in children between the ages of 6 to 36 months old. Now, these nutrients are important for the development of strong and healthy bones. And people with rickets may have weak and soft bones, stunted growth, and in severe cases, skeletal deformities. Number 4, eating wild carrots for better eyesight. When it was dark, desert nomads would look at the sky and search for the middle star on the handle of the Big Dipper, which was actually a double star, Mizor and Alcor. Now, if they couldn't see the fainter Alcor, they would prepare meat with Queen Anne's lace, also known as wild carrot. And this was how they supplemented their food with beta-carotene to help protect their eyesight. Now, Queen Anne's lace is native to temperate regions of Europe and Southwest Asia, and it naturalized to North America and Australia. And modern-day carrots were cultivated from this white flowering plant. Number 5 is rose hips from vitamin C. And in cooler climates in Europe, many cultures supplemented their diets with vitamin C by harvesting rose hips. which is the fruits of wild rose. They would be dried and ground into a powder and made into teas or soups or even added to other foods throughout the long winter months. And there was a time during World War II when Sweden was cut off from their supplies of fresh fruits and vegetables from Italy and Spain. Rosehip soup and Nippon sopo were their primary source of vitamin C. And finally, number 6, mead for vitamin B. In the Middle Ages, the drink of choice was mead, which is made from fermented honey. But thanks to the growth of yeast, fermented honey provided medieval folks with not only a good time, but with a rich source of vitamin B. They didn't know about the vitamin B factor. They just knew that the mead made them feel hale and hearty even after the buzz was gone. So based on these examples of what some might refer to as old wives' tales, it's clear to see that the practice of enhancing our diets is actually not a modern concept. Research and development may have created an entire industry that caters to our supplementation needs, but the goal of addressing nutrient deficiencies using alternative sources remain the same. So I hope you found these little wives' tales interesting. I know I did. And here's to your health. I hope you guys all have a great Tuesday. And we'll talk next time. Bye-bye.